Achish sends David back to Ziklag. The Philistines gathered all their forces at Aphek, and Israel camped by the spring in Jezreel. As the Philistine rulers marched with their units of hundreds and thousands, David and his men were marching at the rear with Achish. The commanders of the Philistines asked, "What about these Hebrews? You have people that are your enemy that are like you're going along and you see and you look back and you're like, what are these people doing here?" I don't think Achish has let them in on what's going on. Let's continue to read. Achish replied, "Is this not David, who was an officer of Saul, king of Israel? He has already been with me for over a year, and from the day he left Saul until now, I have found no fault in him." But the Philistine commanders were angry with him and said, "Send the man back that he may return to the place you assigned him. He must not go with us into battle, or he will turn against us during the fighting. How better could he regain his master's favor than by taking the heads of your own men? Isn't this the David they sing about in their dances? Saul has slain his thousands, and David his tens of thousands." See, even the Philistines knew about that song. So Achish called David and said to him, "As surely as the Lord lives, you have been reliable, and I would be pleased to have you serve with me in the army. From the day you came to me until now, I have found no fault in you, but the rulers don't approve of you. Turn back and go in peace. Do nothing to displease the Philistine rulers." "But what have I done?" asked David. Playing the role. He's playing the role real good. "But what have I done? What have you found against your servant from the day I came to you until now? Why can't I go and fight against the enemies of my lord the king?" Playing it on thick. Achish answered, "I know that you have been as pleasing in my eyes as an angel of God. Nevertheless, the Philistine commanders have said, 'He must not go up with us into battle.' Now get up early along with your master's servants who have come with you, and leave in the morning as soon as it is light." So David and his men got up early in the morning and got in the morning to go back to the land of the Philistines, and the Philistines went up to Jezreel. So even in this, Achish said as an angel of God, and he was referencing God. The Philistines know about God. They knew that, but they believed in other gods. They had their own God. And so he was saying to David, "I know that you have been as pleasing in my eyes as an angel of God." Nevertheless, the Philistine commanders, and he went on to say, he was recognizing that David might not believe or worship their God, but he understood that David was like an angel of God, of his God or the God, And so he was utilizing that as just in something general. I'm not quite sure. I don't ever get the feeling that Achish was a believer. He may have been. I'm not quite sure though, or became one. It just really doesn't go into that. It just is really general with it. And so I feel like Achish was kind of utilizing a friendly, kind, general statement to David when it comes to what he said about angel of God. So bringing past to present. This is David was lying to Achish for over a year, or for the time that, telling him that he had been attacking Israel when he never did. He attacked the enemies of Israel. And so, but still, Achish didn't know. And he ended up having the favor of Achish. So Are there examples of that today where someone may feel or think that they are in control? I'm going to go about it this way, but really do not have control. Yes, absolutely. What kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind about this? How does it make you feel and what does it make you think?